Hello. So I had actually forgot to mention the trigger warnings before, so I decided to do it now. Yeah, it's not specifically graphic details, just mentions of it. So if this does trigger you, I suggest you don't watch it. Yeah, I'm tired, sorry. I'm doing this like 2 o'clock in the morning, and yeah. I'm not the best at using my voice unless it's singing, but I tried. You could tell I'm nervous. Yeah, enjoyed the video. I worked 5 days on this, and yeah, just enjoy it, I guess. Well, on to the video.
I love the voiceovers, hate the actual part where I gotta type in every word though. I can live with that though, that's just life. Remember, look at my descriptions for my other medias. I'm on Snap and Instagram 24/7, Discord not very much. I need help with my server I'm making. CJS stressed the fuck out. CJ needs help. Yeah, please for the love of God someone save me. Please help, I'm really struggling. I can't find good tutorials. Okay, enjoy the vid. Any suggestions for a series ship, DM me on Instagram. When the three, Katsuki, Izuku and Denki, were in middle school, they had a teacher, Haru Kai. Students called him Mr. Kai Sensei. He taught science, living environment and physics, though living environment was more optional class due to some subjects, such as dissecting, exposing of blood and gore, and most importantly, graphic lessons on his intercourse works, also known as sex ed. Katsuki, Izuku and Denki all had the same living environment class in the second year. The three decided to go into the course. We only live once, might as well learn as much as we can. Some other joined, some wanted to be mature, and some just taking the class as a joke. As time went through, Mr. Kai was a very popular teacher, with the most dirtiest secret. Mr. Kai grew a fan of Denki, a well-developed yellow blonde, not very bright and has ADHD. The perfect target, he thought. Denki was failing his class, really badly. This hit a nerve. Denki wasn't the best at learning, but he's still passing his classes with acceptable grades, so why was this one different? One day Denki went up to Mr. Kai, asking about his failing grade. Kai-sensei? Why is my mark the lowest? I really did try. Unfortunately, the answers were excellent, but wasn't what I asked of you. I asked you to explain the nerves of the brain. You explained poorly of it. Can you please explain it to me? Please, I really don't wanna fail. We can start after school tutoring, with parental permission for me to have you after hours for as long as you would like. Denki bowed, grateful to have this opportunity and a chance to graduate and go to UA. Yes. I'll inform my parents as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Sensei. Remember, you have to be willing and able to get the job done. You have to promise to do anything. Yes, Sensei. Anything at all. Denki had no idea what he was getting himself into. After a week of tutoring, things just got weird. Mr. Kai would manipulate and blackmail Denki for satisfaction and pleasure against will. Denki wasn't educated, and him, who has never been in a situation like this, thought it was normal, but then things only got worse. To the point Mr. Kai was failing Denki on purpose just to have some alone time. Denki grew scared. He didn't like the things Mr. Kai made him do. He was far too young to even realize what was going on. Denki? You listening? Right, sorry, I just don't feel well today. That stupid science teacher still failing you? I don't get it. We had the same answers. I passed. Dot. Denki got up, tears threatening to fall. The frustration of realization hit him hard. Denki was never truly failing his class. Mr. Kai just needed someone to please him. Denki so happens to be the perfect target. That day Denki stormed into Mr. Kai's office and comforted him. You lied to me? Mr. Kai got up and closed his door, locking it. He went up to Denki and creased his cheek. I didn't lie to you. I simply did whatever it took to get what I wanted, just like you did. All of this, I'll repost you. You know you can't do that. You let me do this. You put yourself here and you cannot get yourself out. Denki ran out of the classroom and went straight home that day. He felt disgusted and betrayed. Every day he would say to himself, this was all for a good cost, but it was all a lie, this was built on a fucking lie. Ever since that day, everything gotten worse. Katsuki and Izuku both noticed it. Katsuki just thought it was from the lack of passing, but Izuku knew something was up. A year later, yay, it's supposed to say a year, I fucked up on that one. Denki couldn't take it anymore. He was thinking about telling Katsuki or Izuku, but the risk of losing his two best friends crossed his mind every day. He agreed to this. It was his fault, that's what he was told every day. Denki went home that night, just like always his parents wasn't home and his brother was sleeping. He thought it was weird that his parents left Dean home alone, they would usually get Katsuki or Izuku to babysit. Denki walked to his room, sat on his bed and looked up at the ceiling. He started to cry, and cry and cry. He didn't want to live like this anymore, he didn't want to live with the fact his teacher played him so hard. He was lied into this, everything was just too much. At this point being a hero isn't what crossed on his mind, in fact having a future didn't either. Denki went to his dresser to pick up his ADHD medication. He had to take it once a week. He put 10 pills on his hand. He was about to overdose on them. Denki was startled and dropped the pills on the floor. Izuku quickly went up to him. That's when they both sat down and Denki explained everything, on what Mr. Kai was doing to him, on what he agreed on, and the fact he was afraid to tell him. Denki, you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. This was last year, we weren't educated like we are now. But I still did it, I can never go back from any of that, I'm a slut. Denki, please don't call yourself that, you are no such thing, you are my best friend. This was both manipulation and sexual assault. But I let him. He played with your mind. Zuku, I'm scared. Izuku hearing those words from Denki, hit a huge nerve. Izuku spending the night anyways, he was still babysitting Dean. He sat next to Denki until he was able to go to sleep. Izuku set up a bed next to Denki and slept there. Izuku got up first and made breakfast, since he was babysitting Dean, got him up and waited for the bus to arrive. That's when Denki and Izuku went to school. Izuku stormed all the way to Mr. Kai's classroom. Denki was keeping up behind him, so was some other students. Sensei. Izuku, what are you doing? Midoriya, if you have questions, please come again later. I don't have a question, I have a complaint. And that is? You, how dare you, manipulate and violate, my best friend, changing his grade. You are sick. Dot. You told him? Izuku started secretly filming. That's what you're worried about? You have no shame. He wanted that grade, he got what was coming, he agreed and didn't stop me, he always came back. You took advantage of his lack of education. I did whatever it took to get what I wanted. Just like I did. It's not the same Denki, he knew what he was doing, you didn't. Now I have proof. Izuku held up his phone, showing that he was and still is recording everything. Mr. Kai got up in shock. Delete it at once. Izuku's eyes started to glow red. Sit down. Being commanded by Izuku, Mr. Kai sat down. Call the police and turns yourself in. That's how Mr. Kai got arrested. After that they had a new science teacher, a much better one. Denki and Izuku decided to keep it a secret, and due to Izuku's quirk, a lot of the students was forced to stay quiet. They could say little but not the full event, so no gossip was heard. Present time, Denki was explaining this to Katsuki and Ijiro, even the part where he tried to overdose. The painful events which he would never forget. Denki, I would never think differently if you because of this. You are my best friend, I knew it was weird, he failed you on everything. I really wanted to share this, especially to you I just couldn't. Ijiro placed a hand on Denki's chin, making Denki look him in the eyes. I'm glad you shared this with us, Piker. I do not think differently of you. This was sexual harassment and sexual trauma. I'll never blame you for something like this. I don't understand why they let him out of jail. I had a damn recording. They said 50 to life. Katsuki placed a hand on Izuku's shoulder to calm him down. I really fucked up that sentence as well. Ijiro grabbed Denki's hands, holding them tightly, making Denki feel comfortable. That bastard is not going to touch him anymore, he won't be able to get near him. I agree, if he even thinks of coming near you, I'll break every fucking bone in his body and... love, we get it. No need for the long entry of what you gonna do. I kinda wanted to hear it. Of course you wanted to. All their phones started to buzz like crazy. They thought it was the class GC until they saw it was from the family of sins GC, the GC with everyone in it, including the mothers in the family of sins GC. Everyone is certainly active. Literally shut the fuck up, you make no sense. I'll kill you, you dead cat. Tua, don't call Hitoshi a dead cat. Sorry mom. Laughing my ass off, image getting told by your mother. At least I have one. Fuck you, at least my trauma doesn't show. At Piker high voltage sign. I got a phone call today, it was your old science teacher. Why would Mr. Oklahoma be calling? It was the other one, I believe his name was Harukai. Why the fuck is he calling? Am I missing a chapter? He asked to give something to you honey, something that you did for him but never returned back. I don't want it. That fucking shithead Des calls, I'm going to smash his brains the fuck in. Who is Harukai and why are we smashing his brain? Wanting to kill a bitch, can I kill him? Yes. 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 Ijiro said yes, this guy has to be a real dick face. Agreed, at Daddy Shark. Did something happen? You're usually the mature one. I knew this would happen, Katsuki and Izuku corrupted him. Really bitch, he was already corrupted. For real, yeah, you two are deadly. Wasn't Harukai arrested? Supposed to be 50 to life, but since our military connects to the USA, he's out. Fuck America. Stupid America access. America's chains are still on, that bird ain't free for shit. Right, land of the free. Process to take away women rights. Process to attempt to take away LGBTQ plus rights. Process to take away Black Lives Matter law. America is a free country, if you're a straight white man, like what kind of shit is that? Right, Simashats. So, we're stabbing a bitch or what? Loki agree, I wanted someone to beat up for a while. I'll beat you up if you don't shut the fuck up. Everyone please. Denki, what's going on with you and Harukai? I'm worried, he had to be in jail for a reason, and suddenly he was calling me about you. Denki please, I know me and your father isn't home very often, but I love you and I still have my daily worries as a mother. I'm worried too kid, you haven't been yourself ever since last week when the news got Harukai, putting 2 and 2 together, you had something to do with his arrest, am I right? Denki, we want you to feel comfortable, look around, no one here is going to judge you, we are going to protect you, now and forever. Yes, you are stuck without overprotective asses. Saying it more lightly, we have your back Denki, don't feel as we would think any different of you. Well, Kai-sensei would. Error. Code 3457 had hacked into the GC. Unknown is online, unknown is now admin. Admin commands are now on. What the hell? I don't have admin anymore. Neither have I. Unfortunately, I forbid any of you for distributing this conversation, especially with you Denki. You're fucked up, you realized that? What the hell are you doing here? If it isn't the quirkless not so much boy, got to give it to you, getting me in jail, asshole. I should have given you a black eye to go. Edgy PFP, and Kai's are so outdated, you don't even look Japanese, not to mention your grammar is horrible for an ex-teacher. Excuse me? At MR. Kai, what's your business with my son? Unfortunately, as you signed the parental permission slip, you don't have any authorities to question what you allowed. What you manipulated Denki into doing for you. You're not welcome here and I looked at your records, no one's protecting your ass. At UA students, this isn't a thrill, lock down the doors and windows and stay where you are. I repeat. So you found my school? What's next? Finding you. Don't make me laugh. Honestly, how pathetic can you be? I'm not afraid of you anymore. You made me realize something about myself. And that is? I'm way more stronger than you'll ever know, especially over the phone. Error. Piker high voltage sign has been giving admin. At everyone, please don't interpret me. Hi. Except Yuzuku. I knew that. Song Teacher's Pet by Melanie Martinez. Warning, song might get copyrighted.
The teacher giving his eyes to a student. Naughty, pretty cute, and she bit her lip desire that she wants to light you on fire. But fuck it, she'll still give you a call and a lighter when you wanna get hot and mess around till you get numb. She said it's for all the right reasons, baby. Don't care about grades, just call me your lady. If I pass this quiz, will you give me your babies? Don't call me crazy, you love me, but you won't come save me. You got a wife and kids, you see them daily. Don't know why you even made me. Teacher's pet, if I'm so special, why am I secret? Yeah, why the fuck is that? Do you regret the things we shared that I'll never forget? Well, do you tell me that I knew I'm young, but my mind is well beyond my years? I knew this wouldn't last, but fuck you, don't you leave me here. Teacher's head, if I'm so special, why am I secret? Give me back my money, didn't learn a damn thing, honey, from you. Except how to lie and cheat while inside the sheets. Stop calling me your bunny, I won't hop in, you don't own me, do you? I bet you think you do, well you don't. Teacher's pet, if I'm so special, why am I secret? Yeah, why the fuck is that? Do you regret the things we shared that I'll never forget? Well, do you tell me that I knew I'm young, but my mind is well beyond my years? I knew this wouldn't last, but fuck you, don't you leave me here. Teacher's head, if I'm so special, why am I secret?
You really have gotten bold, have you? What did you do to my son? Did you fucking touch my student? That's none of your business. He did. He would keep changing Denki's grade, making him gave the risk of getting held back. When I know he got the answers right, we would do homework together. At MR. Kai, don't make me come up myself to the school. Well, you should be afraid, because not only you used the fact I was young against me, but you dare how back up in my life. You are going nowhere near him. I'll have you back in jail, I'm coming over there right now. Funny, but who plans to stop me? Oh, you'll see. Daddy Shark is now offline. Beat his ass EI. That's my son. Fuck him up. Tear his shit open. Why is there a red hair boy charging at me? Mr. Kai is now offline. Admin had been giving back to the following sleeping sign. Nope, sleeping sign. Had permanently banned Mr. Kai from the GC. Tell Kirishima to slow down, I want in on this as well. So do I, nobody messes with my son. Sleeping sign. Nope, sleeping sign. And I swear I'm good is now offline. Oop. Wait a damn minute. Why the fuck am I still here? I want to beat this bastard up too. Bakuho explosion is now offline. Are you staying? Damn it. I'll go and tell Nizu there's a reasonable explanation dad is beating up a dickhead outside. I'll go with. I'm coming over with your clean laundry, slightly smiling face. The one thing neither of you know how to do. Well, what have we learned from today? Denki Kaminari, I am the school therapist, I will be adding you to the group. Motherfucker.
We have reached the end of the video. I just wanted to clarify this person right here. Yeah, I didn't like that. They told my friend to kill themselves, so like, yeah. Because of a link that I actually asked for. People get so mad over the little stuff these days. It's honestly sad. It's so pathetic how you tell someone else to kill yourselves. Like, I really don't get it. But that person's using an Android. A weak one too. That's a flip phone. Can you even get Discord on a flip phone? I don't know. But like, regardless of the phone, you shouldn't be telling people to kill themselves. Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with me getting a link that I asked for? Why did you go to her for it? Like, why not me? Now I'm exposing it, because if it was me, I would have never exposed a person, because, you know, generally for me, I don't care. But my friend must be mental, like out of your mind. Honestly, people just, like, they don't have brains, they're not educated well, and they need to go to some school, or school in general. Like, whatever grade you are in is a lie. Gotta get sent back into kindergarten, maybe some etiquette classes, because, like, yeah. I'm tired, like, I'm just so tired, if you could tell. Alright, so, like, I guess, yeah, well, I'm gonna end the video here. Everyone have a good day, yeah, or night, or if you're like me that don't sleep at all, drink extra coffee. Yeah, I'm not gonna use my voice. I'm very tired, I can't sleep. I guess this is the end of the video. Alright, everybody, bye. Stay gay, stay loyal, have fun.